Let's move to the second part, our research at the University of La Laguna. We have made 3 different types of research, all of them with our magnetoresonance scanner. On the first one, we measure neural activity in this state of mental silence. On the second one, we compare we measure how this state of mental silence changed the morphometry, the anatomy of our brain. And on the third type, we measure functional connectivity in this state of mental silence. Functional connectivity is how different brain areas cooperate in order to enhance this state of mental silence. So for the first research, the neural activity in mental silence, we asked meditators just to be in mental silence inside the scanner in meditation. For this, there were 3 consecutive meditations. Each meditation lasts 2 minutes. And on the first meditation, the neural activity, depicted here in gray and here in yellow, was on the frontal and temporal lobe, and we interpret that meditators did an effort in order to reduce thoughts. On the second meditation, the neural activity was much lower, and on the third meditation, that was even lower, the neural activity was located on this area that is called the anterior insula at the right hemisphere. And this anterior insula is related with a function that is called interoception. Interoception is the capacity to perceive yourself inside, to perceive your emotion, your viscera, how you are. And this is very important in order to integrate our body and our mind. This first research was published at this Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, and we say at the conclusion that the right insular activation therefore probably reflects an effortless process of attentional contemplation associated with the state of mental silence. So in order to reach mental silence, we need an effort to reduce thoughts, but when we are there, it's an effortless. We don't do any effort, we just are there. And this reflects also this, what I already said, this body-brain integration. We also measure neural activity related to prayers. We asked meditators to pray Our Father and a spontaneous prayer inside the magnetoresonance scanner, and we measure the neural activity. There were many interesting things, but maybe the most interesting thing was that there was an area it is called thalamus, and the thalamus was not active. That means that when they pray, their attention is inside, because the thalamus, we use thalamus for the perception, through vision, through hearing, through touching, and when it's not active means that our attention is inside. This was published in 2023, and we continue with this research, and in the second part of this research we also measure the neural activity of Catholic Christians living in Tenerife, and we compare the neural activity with meditators of Sahaja Yoga. And the main difference was, again, this thalamus. So for Catholic Christians, the thalamus was active, but not for Sahaja Yoga meditators. Means that the difference, when Catholic Christians they pray with attention outside. And this is because they perceive God as a transcendent God. Transcendent means that it's a God with all powers, all capacities, but it is outside. While for meditators of Sahaja Yoga, God is more immanent. Immanent means that God is everywhere, or everything is God, and God is also inside. And when they pray, they have their attention inside, because God is also inside for meditators of Sahaja Yoga.